Okay, so I want to talk about something today that I do not hear many people say out loud. What building a business actually looks like when your life is complicated. Not the highlighted reel version, not the I wake up at 5 a.m. and do my morning routine and hit six figures version. The real version, the one that includes hard days, complicated bodies, complicated families, and a nervous system that is absolutely doing its best. If you are new here, my name is Jeanna. I am the founder of Regulated by Design and the creator of the Regulated Spiral. I help women who are building businesses with complicated lives understand who they are actually designed to be and then regulated into that identity so they can show up consistently as themselves. Not consistently as who the online business world told them to be, actually as themselves. And today I really want to get into what that actually means, because I think a lot of us are quietly living a version of this story and telling ourselves it means we are failing. And I just need to say something different to you today. So here is my actual life. I have chronic fatigue. I have fibromyalgia. I am raising children with special needs, especially my 3-year-old. He is globally delayed. I am an introvert and an INFJ specifically, which means the standard advice of slide into everyone's DMs, go live every day, engage for 3 hours every morning, post 10 times a day, was never going to work for me. Not because I was not committed enough, not because I did not want it badly enough, because it was never designed for my body, my energy, and my actual life. For years I followed every framework, every strategy, every productivity system, and morning routine, all built for someone with consistent energy, a predictable schedule, a body that cooperated, and an extroverted nervous system that gets energized by constant connection. Mine does none of these things. And every single time I tried to force myself into that mold, I would start strong, feel clear, feel motivated, and then I would crash. And I would crash hard. And then I would feel guilty. And then I would restart the whole process over again, and then I would crash again. I generally thought something was wrong with me. I thought it was a discipline problem. I thought it was a strategy problem. I thought maybe I just was not built for this. Until, honestly, I started looking somewhere completely different. I looked at my design. Human design showed me I am not built for the hustle model. Astrology showed me why I see patterns in people that others miss, and why that is actually my gift and not a distraction. My personality type showed me that I am wired for depth, not volume, for small containers, not massive audiences, for audio and writing, not performance, and somatics, working directly with my body instead of fighting it. Showed me that everything I had been interpreting as failure was actually informative. The crash was not collapse. It was my nervous system saying, this is not your design. Let's go deeper and find what actually is the regulated spiral. That became the foundation of what now I call the regulated spiral. And the most important thing I want you to understand about it is, the spiral is not a setback. It is a deeper level of the same work. Every time you expand, every time you try something new, you raise your visibility, you step into a bigger version of yourself, you will hit an edge. Your nervous system registers that as expansion, or that expansion as unfamiliar, and unfamiliar to your body feels like danger, so it pulls you back. Not because you are weak, not because you are not cut out for this, because your nervous system is trying to protect you by returning you to what feels known. Then that is the edge phase. And what comes after the edge, if you let it, is regulation. Regulation is the phase nobody talks about because it looks like nothing. No content, no launches, no visible momentum, but underneath the surface, your system is catching up to the expansion you just made. It is integrating it as building roots. And when it is ready, and it always gets ready, you move into integration. The new level starts to feel like yours. Your baseline shifts, and then the spiral opens again into the next expansion, not back to the beginning. It goes into the same work deeper. Here's what this actually looks like for someone like me. A hard body day is not failure, it is regulation. A quiet week on social media is not giving up, it is integration. A slower season in the business is not evidence that I am not cut out for this. It is my nervous system building capacity for the next level. And learning to read those seasons instead of fighting them, that changed everything. So if you are someone with a complicated life, you may have chronic illness, a disability, you may be neurodivergent, caregiving, body that does not cooperate, an introverted nervous system that cannot sustain what the marketing world asks of you. I want you to hear this. You are not failing. You are not behind. You are not undisciplined. You are trying to build from a design that was never accounted for in the advice you have been following. And the answer is not to try harder at the wrong design. The answer is to find your actual design and build from it, build from there what we do together. What I teach inside Regulated by Design is really simple. We use human design, astrology, and personality work to help you understand who you actually are. We use somatics, journaling, meditation, yin and restorative yoga to help you regulate into that identity so you can actually hold it in your body and not just understand it in your head. And then we use the regulated spiral to help you understand the cycle of your own growth. So you stop interpreting every quiet phase as a failure and start recognizing it as the work happening underneath. Regulated by design, not by someone else's strategy, yours. If this resonated, I want to invite you into the free Regulated by Design community on School. It is where all of this lives, the tools, the practices, the first steps course, and a community of women building at a pace their bodies can actually sustain. The link is in the description. Come find your people, and if this helped you, subscribe, because this is exactly what I talk about here, and there is a lot more where this came from. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.